Okay, so you want to make money online, like the lazy way.
Who doesn't?
Exactly. So we found this PDF, 4 lazy ways to make a lot of money online while you sleep. Yeah, catchy, huh? It's got that whole get rich quick vibe. Even has this story about a construction millionaire who eats Kobe beef all the time.
Sounds a little, suspect.
A bit, but it does mention some interesting money concepts. So we're going to break down these income streams, see if they actually work, and most importantly, what you can actually learn and use.
We're going to separate fact from fiction, basically, and hopefully find some real gems along the way.
Right. First up, mini paychecks. That's what the PDF calls dividends. So you own stock, company makes money, they share some with you. Pretty basic.
Yeah, the PDF pushes Dividend Kings, companies that have paid out consistently for ages, supposedly more reliable than just picking any old stock.
And they talk about fractional shares, which is cool. You don't need thousands of dollars to start, which is nice.
Definitely lowers the barrier to entry.
Totally. But is it really that simple? Pick a few kings and watch the cash roll in. What do you think?
Well, the PDF definitely simplifies things. Dividend investing can be good long-term, but it's no guarantee. You got to research the companies, see if they're actually healthy and be ready for the market to go up and down. It's not just magic.
Not set it and forget it then, huh?
More like planting a garden. You got to put in the work, nurture it, and then over time you might get some results. But it takes time and attention.
Nice analogy. And speaking of gardens, the PDF's next idea is passive side hustles. They throw out a bunch of things. Filming youth soccer, ebooks, courses, even YouTube.
It's all over the place, yeah. But there's a common thread. Create something once, and it keeps making you money without constant work.
Make money in your sleep kind of thing. But you mentioned a difference between passive and scalable, right? Explain that for our listeners.
Sure. Passive is like hands off. But scalable means you can grow your income without doing proportionally more work. So handmade jewelry. Passive, maybe, but every sale needs a new piece.
So it's limited, basically.
Right. Scalable is an online course. Sell it to a ton of people. You don't got to make a new one each time.
Ah, I see. So that soccer filming might not scale easily unless you hire like a whole crew, which costs money.
Right. Defeats the lazy idea, kind of. So the trick is finding side hustles that are both passive and scalable.
So what are some good examples, online businesses that fit that?
Well, there's print on demand. You make a design, upload it, they handle the rest. Printing, shipping, when someone buys it. Affiliate marketing, too, which we'll talk more about.
Just some ideas to get people thinking. It's about finding what works for you.
For sure. Like if you love gardening, make a course about it. Or a great writer. Ebooks.
Makes sense. And that leads us to income stream number 3, real estate. But the PDF does something kind of different here, right?
Yeah, our Kobe Beef millionaire is big into real estate, but not the usual way.
Right. They talk about REITs, real estate investment trusts, for those who don't know. Can you break that down?
Basically, companies that own and manage properties. They pay dividends to their shareholders. And the cool thing is, they're traded on the stock market, so it's pretty easy to get involved.
So instead of buying a whole building, you buy part of a company that owns tons.
Exactly. You get the profits, but none of the landlord headaches. They also mention real estate crowdfunding, like Fundrise, where you pool money with other investors to get into projects.
Interesting. But I'm guessing both have risks.
Of course, of course. REITs depend on the market, and crowdfunding can be illiquid, hard to get your money out quickly. But it's cool they're talking about different ways to invest in real estate beyond just, owning property directly.
Smarter, not just lazy.
Right. It's all about making your money work for you, even when you're not actively working. Which brings us to their final idea, affiliate marketing.
They use this example of a gardening blog, recommending fertilizers through like special links. Explain how that works.
Okay, so you basically get a commission for sending customers to other businesses. You recommend something, someone clicks your link, buys it, you get a cut.
You can do that anywhere online, right? Blogs, websites, social media.
Pretty much. And they say you can make it your main income or just a side thing.
So full-on business or just a little extra cash.
Yeah. But to succeed, you need an audience that trusts you. And you got to be an expert in something specific. Like, you can't just recommend anything. It's got to be good.
And be honest about it too, right?
I
Got to
know.
disclose that you're getting something out of it.
Definitely. Ethical considerations are important. Got to be genuine, recommend things you actually believe in, or you'll lose your credibility.
So we've gone from Kobe beef to dividend kings to real estate to fertilizer. Quite the journey. But honestly, does this lazy income thing hold up?
Well, As you might have guessed, it's not as easy as the PDF makes it sound. It does take work up front and learning new stuff and being a little skeptical.
Yeah.
But the core idea, making your money work for you, that's solid. Build assets that make you money even when you're not working.
Not lazy, maybe, but smarter.
Exactly. So what intrigued you the most? What sparked your curiosity?
This PDF is weird, right? Like, it's oversimplified, but it does talk about some smart money stuff.
Yeah, for sure. The thing that stood out to me was having lots of income streams.
Oh, yeah, not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. It's about having a backup, right? If one thing doesn't work out, you've got others.
And it keeps saying, like, think long term.
Absolutely. Building wealth, it takes time. These lazy ideas, they still need work up front, effort, sometimes even money to get started. It's not like instant riches. It's more about steady income that grows over time.
So for someone starting out feeling kind of lost, what would you say? Where do they even begin?
Honestly, look at yourself first. What are you good at? What do you actually enjoy? Then find income streams that match those things. It's way easier to stick with it if you're, having fun.
Makes sense. Do what you're good at and what you love.
Exactly. And remember, everyone's different. There's no one right way to build wealth,
Yeah, comparing yourself to others is, like, the worst.
Totally. Kills all the joy. Focus on your goals, your pace. Celebrate your wins.
Speaking of goals, the PDF keeps saying wealth equals freedom. But those aren't the same, are they?
Good point. Financial freedom is about choices. Having enough that you can live how you want, no money worries. Wealth is just like how much stuff you own. It doesn't mean you're happy.
So you could be rich but not free. And the other way around, too.
Totally. You could have tons of money, but hate your job, work all the time just to keep up appearances. That's not freedom. But someone else might have a small income, but they love their life, they spend time with people they care about, do what they're passionate about.
So it's not just about how much you make, but how you use it, what you choose to do with it.
Exactly. And being smart about money matters. Budgeting, investing, not getting into crazy debt, those are all important skills. Doesn't matter how much you make.
Which reminds me, the PDF does talk about making your money work for you.
Oh yeah, it touches on that.
Mhm.
And it's a big deal. Whether it's those dividend stocks or building a business that grows without you working harder or those real estate things, the point is your money should be making more money.
Like planting seeds that grow even while you sleep.
I love that analogy. And it really shows how important patience is. Like a garden, wealth takes time. You got to nurture it. Sometimes things don't work out. You got to try again.
So for our listener, what are some things they can do today to, like, start planting those seeds?
I'd say go back to those 4 income streams we talked about. Which one felt the most interesting? What skills do you already have that fit with that?
Right. Even if the PDF's examples weren't perfect, it's about getting ideas.
Totally. Then once you've got an area you like, learn everything about it. Read books, listen to podcasts, take a course, talk to people who are already successful doing that thing.
And don't be afraid to just try stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Start small. Experiment. See what works for you. It's all about the journey.
And journeys have bumps, right? It's okay to mess up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Every successful person, they've had failures. It's how you learn. You adapt. You keep going.
So, big takeaway. Enjoy the process, be open to learning, and don't be scared to try new things.
Perfect summary. And remember, it's not just about the money. It's about building a life you love.
Well said. So we're wrapping up our look at this lazy money PDF. What's your one piece of advice for the listener?
Be skeptical. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. There's no shortcuts to wealth. It takes work, strategy, and always learning new things.
Yeah.
But the payoff, that's worth it.
Great advice. So we'll let you continue your exploration. It's funny, this PDF, it's kind of clickbaity, sure, but we ended up having a really interesting conversation because of it, like about wealth, what freedom really means, all those different ways to get where you want to be.
Yeah, it just shows you got to think critically about everything. Even stuff that seems kind of surface level can have hidden gems if you're willing to, like, dig a little.
Totally. And got to do your research, always. Don't believe every promise of easy money you see.
Hard work, putting in the effort, and never stopping learning. That's the real deal.
So for our listener, after going through all this with us, what are some things they can take away and actually use?
I'd say that self-awareness thing, super important. Knowing what you're good at, what you're passionate about, that helps you pick the right kind of income stream, the right business, It's got to fit you.
Like the foundation of everything. What else would you build on top of that?
Never stop learning. The world changes so fast. What's valuable today might be, like, useless tomorrow. Stay curious. Keep learning new things. Be ready to adapt.
So it's not just like learn once and you're done. It's got to be constant.
Exactly. And while we're at it, don't be afraid to fail. Messing up, it's not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Learn from it. Keep going.
That's a good way to look at it. Easy to get discouraged when things go wrong, but it's all part of the process.
For sure. And something else that's helpful, having good people around you.
Oh, yeah, like a support system. People who get you.
Yeah. People who believe in you, push you to be better, who you can learn from, find mentors, join groups of people doing similar things, get advice from those who've been there.
Like having your own cheer squad and coaching staff all in one.
Uh-huh. I like that.
Yeah.
And while you're building that team, keep in mind it's not all about the money,
Right. We've talked a lot about financial freedom, but it's more than just like piles of cash.
It is. Money's a tool, but it's not the goal itself. You want to live a life with purpose, do things that matter to you, support your passions, help causes you believe in, make the world better.
Words to live by, for sure. So, wrapping up our deep dive here, what's the one thing you'd leave our listener with?
Enjoy the journey. Building wealth, becoming financially free, creating a life you love. It's all a process. Set goals, take action, learn as you go, and have fun along the way.
Love that. And remember, you don't got to do it alone. There's help out there, people who've been through it, communities to support you.
Exactly. Go explore, see what's out there, build the life you want. There's tons of possibilities.
Thanks for being with us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep.